म यो टाइममै सुरु गरौँ हाम्रो सेसन ल सबैलाई नमस्कार ग्रिटिङ्स एभ्रिवान आई एम प्रोफेसर प्रमोद पराजुली म प्रमोद पराजुली बोल्दैछु यो इनिसिएटिभ सुरु गर्नमा मेरो केही हात छ अरू धेरै दर्जनौँ अरू साथीभाइहरू र संस्थाहरू पनि यसमा लाग्नुभएको छ मैले यसको अहिलेलाई कोअर्डिनेट गरेको छु एज अ एल्डर एज अ स्कलर एज अ नेपाली गाउँमा जन्मेको संसार घुमेको हुनाले आई एम अ म्यान हु वाज born in a village, have that experience, then I have quite a good knowledge about Kathmandu, being in the capital of Nepal, then to Stanford University, then taught many PhD and master's students, including some of them are there in this meeting, and travel over the world. After the COVID, I begin to rethink about my life, what happened in my life. यो कोभिडको घटनापछि मैले धेरै गहिरो तरिकाले सोच्न थालेँ मेरो म को हो मेरो भूमिका के हुनसक्छ त्योभन्दा अगाडि बिफोर द्याट आई वाज टेकिङ इट इजी मलाई अब एकदम भ्याकेसन गर्ने रिटायरमेन्ट लाइफ जस्तो पनि होइन रमाइलो गर्ने संसार घुम्ने विचारमा थिएँ तर कोभिडले मलाई एकदम कोभिड मेड मी रिथिङ्क about my priority, my role. Now, after 5 years of COVID, I am very clear what we have to do. First of all, we have to turn the crisis multiplier into opportunity multiplier through regenerative design. And in my recent YouTube, I have talked about the 4L, where our focus should be. That is, life system is the key. जीवनशाला पहिला बनाउनु पर्यो अनि त्यस अनुसारको अर्थतन्त्र जीविकोपार्जनशाला बनाउनु पर्यो अनि सिकाइशाला लर्निङ सिस्टम बनाउनु पर्यो अनि लिडरसिप आफै उत्पन्न हुन्छ यसमा हामीले सबैलाई आमन्त्रण गर्ने सबैको सिप सबैको ज्ञान अहिले भइरहेको भन्दा अझै बढी गुणात्मक रूपमा विकास गर्ने आपसबाट सिकेर आपसमा झगडा गरेर कम्पिटिसन गरेर होइन कि learning from each other, creating a collective will, collective skill, collective capability. So the goal that we have set for now is 500,000 Nepali youth in 10 years. By 2035, we want to create 500,000, 5 lakh Nepali, 500,000 youth in Nepal who are able to handle what the crisis, all the crisis that is coming, होइन फ्लडको रूपमा ल्यान्डस्लाइडको रूपमा माटो बिग्रिनुको रूपमा पानीको मूल नफुट्नुको रूपमा अनइम्प्लोइमेन्ट हुनु सरकार करप्ट हुनु सबैको we want to find, create a 500,000 Nepali youth as the सर्भिस कोर एज द रिजेनरेटिभ कोर पुनर्जीवित गर्ने एउटा समूह जत्था हामी बनाउन चाहन्छौँ आजदेखि यो कुरा हामी अफिसियल्ली आज सबैतिर ग्रह दशा इत्यादिले पनि भनेको छ कि आजदेखि पुरा कन्फिडेन्सका साथ डिसिप्लिनका साथ रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटीको साथ अगाडि बढ्नुहोस् र अरू सबै मान्छेलाई पनि बोलाउनुहोस् भनेर एस्ट्रोलोजिकल्ली पनि भनेको छ अब यसमा अचम्मको कुरा अहिले के भइरहेछ यो यति महत्त्वपूर्ण काम भएको हुनाले होला कि सिद्ध बाबा भन्ने एउटा अदृश्य शक्ति पनि हाम्रो पछाडि हुनुहुन्छ उहाँको नामलाई हामीले अलग सरले र मैले अलग प्रोफेसर र मैले सिद्ध बाबा भनेछौँ भनेको हामीले गरेका प्रयासहरू उहाँहरूले थपथाप मलजलहरू प्रोटेक्सनहरू इन्सपिरेसनहरू स्ट्रेन्थहरू दिनुहुन्छ अरे सिद्ध बाबालाई सबैले नमस्कार गर्नु होला धन्यवाद दिनु होला त्यो क्राइसिस मल्टिप्लायर भएकै छ हुनेछ झन्झन हुनेछ र हिमाली क्षेत्रमा तहस नहस हुँदैछ त्यसमा कुनै शङ्का छैन त्यसलाई हामीले अवसरमा कसरी परिणत गर्ने हेर्नु है त अब पहिला हामीले गरेका काम सबै ठिक छैन नि बाटो बनाएको पनि ठिक छैन हेर्नु हामीले स्कुलमा पढाएको कुरै ठिक थिएन झन् त हामी कसरी बाँच्यौँ हो सबै कुरा आमूल तलको माथि परिवर्तन गर्ने आवश्यकता छ त्यसलाई हामीले अवसरको रूपमा लिनु पर्यो इन पर्माकल्चर वी हेभ अ सेइङ प्रब्लम इज द सल्युसन। हेर्नु हो त त्यो म्याजिकमा हामी जानु पर्यो। कसरी बनाउने हो त त्यो? एकदम ल समस्या पर्यो, बर्बाद भयो, केही सकिँदैन भन्ने कि होइन, यो क्राइसिसबाट हामीले अवसरको रूपमा लिएर जस्तो हुनुपर्ने हो राम्रो गर्नेतर्फ हामी सबैजना लाग्ने। अब अर्को एउटा गहिरो कुरा, प्रोफेसरियल ह्याट, प्रोफेसरको टोपी लगाएर म भन्न चाहन्छु कि यसमा हाम्रो अलिकति यो मानव केन्द्रित जुन हाम्रो सोचाइ छ नि, मेरो मेरो जात, मेरो भाषा, मेरो देश, म यस्तो इन्जिनियर, म प्रोफेसर, र म जातको ठुलो यो सब बाट हामी माथि उठ्नुपर्ने स्थिति आयो। We now have to shift from thinking that we are human being having ecological experience. हामी मान्छे हौँ, प्रकृतिसँग हाम्रो अनुभव हुन्छ, बारीमा हुन्छ, खेतमा हुन्छ, नदीमा हुन्छ भन्ने जुन हाम्रो सोचाइ थियो नि, मुख्य गरी त हामी मान्छे हो भन्ने नि, त्यो घमण्डी पारा अब छोड्नु पर्यो। यो जलवायु र कोभिडहरूले हामीलाई नयाँ पाठ के सिकाएको छ, त्यो मानव केन्द्रित त्यो घमण्डी इगोइस्टिक कुराले अब हुँदैन। त्यसले काउन्टर प्रोडक्टिभ हुन्छ, त्यसले झन् धेरै वितण्डाहरू निस्काल्छ। जस्तै कि सिमेन्टको घर बनाउनु, हामी यो कुराहरू आज र अरू धेरै प्रस्तुतिहरूमा आउनेछौँ। सिमेन्टको घर बनाएर सभ्यता राम्रो हुँदैन, फर इक्जाम्पल हो। त्यो भावनाबाट कहाँ जाने त भन्दा हामी इकोलोजिकल, वी आर इकोलोजिकल बिइङ्स ह्याभिङ ह्युमन एक्सपिरियन्स भनेर तपाईँ सोच्नु त अब हामी प्रकृतिका प्राणी हौँ, तर मानवीय अनुभव गरेका छौँ पनि गरेका छौँ। तपाईँ त्यहाँ स्विमिङ गरेर खोलामा नदीमा स्विमिङ गर्दाखेरि तपाईँ बढी प्रकृतिको जस्तो जनावर जस्तो हुनुहुन्छ कि मान्छे जस्तो भन्नु त? त्यो बेलामा न पण्डित भएर बेग्लै पौडी खेल्ने हुँदैन, राइट? पौडी पौडी नै हो, पानी पानी नै हो, मान्छे हो हामी भ्याउता जस्तै त हो नि। त्यस कारणले अङ्ग्रेजीमा हामी भन्छौँ कि we are not human beings having ecological experience, we are ecological beings having some part of human experience, but basically we are also having ecological being having ecological experience, because as long as we breathe, जहाँसम्म हामी सास फेर्छौँ हामी प्रकृतिकै त भाग हो नि। त्यो मान्छे त्यहाँ घमण्ड गरेर म बेग्लै हुँ, म ठुलो हुँ, म यस्तो शक्तिशाली भने त्यो ट्रम्पवाला बुद्धिले अब हुँदैन। जे होस्, यही दुईवटा कुरा प्रोफेसरियल ह्याटबाट राखेर अब हामी लजिस्टिकल व्यावहारिकतामा जाऊँ। त हामी यो उदीयमान नेपाल, उदाउँदै नेपाल र बृहत हिमाली क्षेत्र कुन सपना के देख्न सकिन्छ र त्यसको डिजाइन के गर्न सकिन्छ भन्नेमा हामी एउटा अचम्मको बिन्दुमा अहिले आइपुगेका छौँ। आजदेखि सयौँ साथीहरूले आफूले अहिलेसम्म गरिरहेका कामहरू प्रस्तुत गर्नुहुनेछ। आज 10जना 11जना जतिले गर्नुहुनेछ, अर्को हप्ता अरू 10जनाले, अर्को हप्ता अरू पालिकाहरूले पनि गर्नुहुनेछ। अहिले देख्दाखेरि सानो भए तापनि यसले ठुलो रूप लिँदैछ। दिनदिनै हामी मिटिङ गर्दैछौँ, फोन गर्दैछौँ, फोनमा कुरा भइरहेछ पालिकाको मान्छेसँग, आमा समूहहरूसँग, विद्यार्थीहरूसँग, टिचरहरूसँग, बुद्धिजीवीहरूसँग। र माडीमा जुन हामी मेला गर्दैछौँ, उत्सव गर्दैछौँ, त्यसको नाम पनि हामी जुराउँदैछौँ। त्यसमा सायद यी शब्दहरू पर्छन् होला, जननी, भूमि, महोत्सव, मेला, उत्सव इत्यादि इत्यादि। त्यो हामी चाँडै नै निर्णय गर्नेछौँ। त्यसमा यो पहिलो वर्ष मात्रै हो, त्यो सबै चिज त्यहीमा हुनुपर्छ भन्ने छैन। त्यसपछि हामी सुर्खेतमा गर्दैछौँ अर्को वर्ष, त्यसपछि हामी उत्तर वाहिनी पाल्पा स्याङ्जामा कालीगण्डकीमा हामी गर्दैछौँ, त्यसपछि सायद हामी मुस्ताङ जान्छौँ, त्यसपछि हामी सायद बुर्तुवाङ जान्छौँ, फेरि जुम्ला जान्छौँ। यसरी 10 वर्ष जति हामीले यसरी मेलाहरू गर्ने र प्रत्येक ठाउँको त्यहाँको जिनियस अफ द प्लेस भन्छ कि त्यहाँको मुख्य कुराहरूलाई उजागर गर्नु पर्यो। र त्यसको साथसाथै हामीले 5 लाख नेपाली, 500,000 नेपाली युवालाई त्यो नयाँ कामको लागि, यज्ञको लागि तयार गर्नु पर्यो। उहाँहरूलाई तालिम दिनु पर्यो, उहाँहरूलाई फेलोसिप दिनु पर्यो, उहाँलाई जागिर पनि दिनु पर्यो। तर यहाँ काम गरेर जागिर दिनु पर्यो, यहाँ काम गरेर त्यो डिग्री दिनु पर्यो। अब मैले आफ्नो प्रोफेसरियल ह्याट लाई प्रयोग गरेर यहाँको अमेरिकाको एकदम प्रसिद्ध ख्यातिप्राप्त युनिभर्सिटीबाट हामीले त्यहाँ गर्ने कामलाई सर्टिफिकेट डिग्री दिने पनि म प्रयास गर्दैछु। तपाईँहरूको आशीर्वाद पाम त्यो पनि सफल हुन सक्छ, जसले गर्दा कि हाम्रा ती युवाहरू अमेरिकामा चाहिँ 3 महिना मात्रै यहाँबाट सिक्न आउँछन्, अरू 9 महिना 15 महिना नेपालमै यही काम गर्छन्, तर उनीहरूले अमेरिकाको डिग्री पाउँछन् र नेपालको सम्मिलित त्यस्तो डिग्री पाउने पनि म प्रयास गर्दैछु। अर्को कुरा म तपाईँलाई भन्न चाहन्छु कि नेपाल हिमाल क्षेत्र भनेको विश्वभरि असाध्यै मान्छेले माया गर्ने ठाउँ हो, सद्भाव राख्ने ठाउँ हो। अहिले विगत 15-20 वर्षमा हाम्रो जुन चाहिँ नि ख्याति थियो अथवा मान्छेको गुडविल थियो, सोसल क्यापिटल थियो, त्यो अलिकति ह्रास आएको छ। त्यो काण्डहरूले गर्दाखेरि हाम्रो साथीहरूले नजानेर त्यसलाई हामीले यो कामबाट त्यसलाई कम्पेन्सेट मात्रै गर्न सकिन्न, हामीले नेपाललाई विश्वभरिको गुरु देश, नमुनाको देश भनेर बनाउन सकिन्छ। हो, अहिले सुन्दाखेरि त कस्तो यो सकिन्न होला भन्ने तपाईँलाई धेरै लाग्यो होला, तर सकिन्छ। र अहिले मैले तपाईँलाई भने सिद्ध बाबा पनि हाम्रो उद्देश्य पुरा गर्न हामीसँग साथमा हुनुहुन्छ, र म र अरू साथीहरू यस्तो ठाउँमा छौँ संसारमा कि हामीले यदि कुनै सिप चाह्यो, कुनै टेक्नोलोजी चाह्यो, कुनै तालिम चाह्यो भने एक जुम सेसनमा, एक इमेलमा, एक फोनमा लौ न हामीलाई त यस्तो चाहियोस्, आउनु साथी हो भन्दाखेरि हजारौँ साथीहरू आउन यहाँ तयार हुनुहुन्छ। ल, यति नै भनेर आज म हाम्रो अरू साथीहरूलाई आफ्नो ड्रिम डिजाइन अहिले के गरिराख्नु भएको छ त्यो छोटकरीमा अहिलेलाई प्रस्तुत गर्ने, जुन कि अनि हामी माडीमा डिसेम्बर 12देखि 22मा हामीले ठुलो रूपमा सबैलाई बुझ्ने गरी, देख्ने गरी, सिक्न सक्ने गरी हामीले प्रस्तुत गर्नेछौँ। ल त पहिला हाम्रो निरपाल अधिकारी, मदन पौड्याल, तपाईँहरू हुनुहुन्छ तयार? ल आउनुहोस् तपाईँहरू। नारायण सिग्देल, रुद्रगिरी, सबिना, कविता, बस्नेतजी कोल्हापुरको, अर्ग्यानिक अङ्कल चन्द्र अधिकारी, नङमिन्द्र दाहाल, जीवन छेत्रीले अहिले आज सुन्छु म पछि प्रस्तुत गर्छु भन्नुभएको छ, त्यो ठिक छ। अनि मोरिङ्गा बाबा हेमन्त काफ्ले, अनि आलोक, प्रोफेसर आलोक। ल तपाईँहरू तयार हुनुहोस्, जो तयार हुनुहुन्छ सुरु गर्नुहोस्। कोही तयार हुनुहुन्छ?
हेलो,
यस,
नमस्कार।
हजुर, मदन हो?
हजुर हजुर गुरु।
ल ल गजब, ल जान। यस,
इङ्ग्लिसमा भनौँ कि नेपालीमा?
अङ्ग्रेजीमै भनौँ, अलिअलि नेपालीमा उल्था गरौँला
है। त्यही त, बाहिरको साथीहरू पनि हुनुहुँदो रहेछ। हुन्छ, थ्याङ्क यू सो मच प्रोफेसर प्रमोद। हेलो एभ्रिवान, नमस्ते। इट्स मी मदन फ्रम पोखरा, नेपाल. My background, I studied agriculture. I grew up in a farm, and I started working with nature with my family experience. Like I stayed in a family farm, and I later I studied agriculture. That deepens my passion into working with nature. And later down the career, while I was studying agriculture, it was very much unfortunate that I could not learn what nature teaches, because most of the course is itself driven by this green revolution. So I started learning about permaculture, regenerative agriculture, organic farming, and so on. And with that experience, I traveled with to different places and learn a lot how actual farmers and other people, indigenous people, work in a nature-friendly way of production. So that's my background, and now my passion has been into regenerating the soil, health, particularly because in Nepal we have a huge problem with organic matter, with just 1% or less than 1% organic matter being prevailed. Also, lots of soil erosion and so on. So my focus for now is to rapidly rebuild the soil health with the help of biochar, and I'm also connecting that biochar system as a whole into a carbon market system, so that farmers can be incentivized for the transition. So that's the biochar that we are working on now. We are piloting in different places here in Nepal. And interestingly, we are also developing this carbon project real soon, and more than 1,000 farmers will be benefited. And we have been also working with municipality on developing this digital measurement, reporting, and verification system. How can we better make the agriculture subsidy and all the local ecosystem into a way that is much more regenerative, because now the subsidy and all the government program and policies are just destructive, and they are not supporting the life system as a whole, and also the people living in the land. So yeah, that's a few of the other part. The organization that we have evolved from this initiative is Bhumi Seva Networks. The Seva itself is the stewardship that we want to bring. We don't want to work in this ego-based model that is being prevailed in the business as usual. So we want to transcend that from the ego-based business model to more sustainable and ultimately to Seva-based model. And that's what Nepal in the old days there used to be the stewardship model being prevailed, but now it's much more capitalist. So we as a core part of the business ecosystem itself, we want to regenerate that service in service towards the greater whole. That's the stewardship model that we want to bring. And yeah, for this festival, we are much more excited and really thankful to promote our initiative. And also, we are working in a small team uh, to make this vision come alive for the first time in Mari. And let's see, we have already published a few documents, and we are also strongly encouraging all the people who have been connecting here to submit the form that we have recently shared in the group. That's to profile what skills and expertise and what learning you want to do. So that's the collective dreaming process that we want to be on. So please fill up the form. And yeah, I'm happy to contribute from my side, and looking forward for more meaningful and impactful conversation and also impactful work ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madan, for your proactive and futuristic leadership, both as a thought leader and a practitioner. And we are looking forward to several sessions and workshops from you and your team during the Madi festival, and we will continue to work with you. Great. Thank you so much. नारायण सिगदेलज्यू हेड सर हुनुहुन्छ आउनुभयो कि नारायणजी नारायण सुर्खेतको हेड सर हाम्रो फेमस हेड सर उहाँ अहिले बाजुराबाट नेपालगञ्ज फ्लाइटमा हुनुहुन्छ पर्खँदै हुनुहुन्छ आएपछि उहाँ जोइन गर्नु होला इफ हि क्यान नभएदेखि अर्को हप्ता हामी गर्छौँ है त्यसमा पिरै नगर्नु रुद्रगिरिज्यू आर यु रेडी डाक्टर रुद्र
Dr. Parjuli, let me read who's here.
यस
So we have Mark,
या
Netra, Dr. Pramod Dakal, Professor Alok, Dr. Mitra Patak, Dr. Mike April, Dr. Abindra Prasad Dakal, Hem Dakal, Madan Paudel, Paula and Sandro, Purushottam Raj Singh, Sunil, Vasudha, and Yadav.
ओके अरू धेरै साथीहरू चन्द्र प्रसाद अधिकारी हुनुहुन्छ नङमेन्द्र दाहाल डाक्टर नङमेन्द्र दाहाल आर यु देयर हेमन्त काफ्ले What I'm understanding about Nepal time is in every 10 minutes, a good Nepali is working 10 things. It's not like America where you say, okay, I have a 2 hour meeting. No, no, that's not how it works there. Buffalo might be needing you, the cow might be needing you, and the neighbor is crying for help. And right now there is a rainy season, so people are probably tending all other things. So, any Sabina Khadka, are you there? Oh, this thing about time is very. We have to learn how to make it into a Nepali time frame. Ajay.
Dr. Parazuli,
Yes.
can I suggest you
Sure.
can look at the list of the people online. You can
Yeah.
go into your Zoom and kind of look at the participants, and then you can see the list, and then you can do
Uh-huh.
that instead of like
Oh.
there are lots of
Oh.
people you're saying they're not here. So
Oh.
why don't you go to your participants? There's a little
Uh-huh.
icon at the bottom
Where is
on your laptop, Zoom. There's a participants list.
अहिले ल्यापटप पर गएको छैन सेल फोनमा
Oh,
छु
okay, even on the cell phone,
Yeah.
your Zoom, you can see at the bottom called
Yeah.
participants. So
Okay.
you put a finger on it, it shows you all the listing,
Yes.
and then it'll be easier and faster, more efficient.
Okay. Okay. Netra Subediju, are you there?
सर म सुन्दैछु
ल तपाईँको कुरा अलिकति राख्नु अहिले मौका मिल्यो राखिरहनुहोस् न त
छोटोमा
चटकन।
सबैलाई
हजुर
हार्दिक नमस्कार गुड इभिनिङ म नेपालीमै छोटकरीमा केही कुरा राख्छु हाम्रो
हुन्छ
डाक्टर मित्र पनि सँगै हुनुहुन्छ हामी सल्यानमै छौँ दुवैजना
ए ल ल
हामीले अहिले यति बेला गर्न लागेको कुरा के हो भने परमेश्वर एन्ड अदर फ्रेन्ड्स हामीले यो वनमारा वनस्पति पहिचान गरेर यसलाई चाहिँ योभन्दा बढी फैलन नदिने कन्ट्रोल गरेर जाने भन्ने खालको चाहिँ एउटा छलफल गर्यौं वन कार्यालय वनस्पति अनुसन्धान केन्द्र अनि जिल्ला प्रशासनको समन्वय
हजुर
हामीले दुई हप्तासम्म अभियान चलायौं हरेक शुक्रबार हाम्रो अभियान चल्छ
हजुर
र हाम्रो योजना चाहिँ सामुदायिक वनको पनि सहयोग लिने स्थानीय तहको पनि सहयोग लिने सबैलाई पार्टिसिपेट गराएर यो चाहिँ भनौँ न मिचा वनस्पति त्यसमध्ये पनि 3 खालको वनमारा हुँदो रहेछ यहाँ सल्यानमा चाहिँ
हजुर
अन्य जिल्लाको पनि यो समस्या हो भन्ने लाग्छ हामीलाई त्यो हिसाबले अब केन्द्रको पनि नोटिसमा आउने गरी हामीले काम थालेका छौँ सर यति मात्रै भने मैले
ल डाक्टर मित्र तपाईँको पनि कुरा राख्नुहोस् छोटकरीमा
उहाँबाट के थप्नु भए राम्रो हुन्थ्यो
Thank you so much, sir. I think it is better to talk in English. I think some participants are from our country also. This is me, Dr. Mitra Pathak from Solyan, Midwestern part of the Nepal. And I am working here as a scientific officer, chief officer of the Plant Research Center. We mostly do research on belongs to plants, as mentioned by our serious app, Netra sir. We have conducted recently. We have conducted one campaign about the invasive plants species. Till now, there are 29 species of invasive plants in Nepal, and among them, about 5 to 6 species are invaded in Salyan district. So we are trying to replace them by highly medicinal plants and some fruits also. Just if we do this for 4 to 5 years continually, if we remove the invasive plants, then we can eradicate them. So we are trying this campaign. We are starting this new campaign this time. And besides this, here we do some research about the medicinal plants, domestication of some medicinal plants, and we develop some technology about the cultivation. And we transfer those techniques technology to the farmers. And also we do some kinds of research about the rare, endangered and highly medicinal plants here. मैले फेरि अलिकति यसलाई नेपालीमा पनि समराइज गरेँ। अब म वनस्पति अनुसन्धान केन्द्र सल्यानसँग सम्बन्धित छु र यहाँ चाहिँ हामीले 7-8 वटा जिल्ला हेर्ने गरेर मिड वेस्टर्न नेपाल, कर्णालीका तल्लो 5 वटा जिल्लाहरू र हाम्रो छिमेकी जिल्लाहरू, सल्यानका छिमेकी जिल्लाहरू यता रोल्पा, दाङ, प्युठान, रुकुम पूर्व, पश्चिम दुईटै हेर्ने गरेर 7-8 वटा जिल्ला हेर्ने गरेर चाहिँ हामीले वनस्पति सम्बन्धी अनुसन्धानहरू गरिरहेका छौँ र त्यसमा विशेष गरेर यहाँ पाइने मेडिसिनल प्लान्टहरू जुन चाहिँ एकदमै कौडीको भाउमा अथवा एकदम लो प्राइसमा र मेटेरियल्सको रूपमा बाहिर गइरहेछन्, तिनीहरूलाई चाहिँ अलिकति ग्लोबलाइज अथवा तपाईँको वर्ल्ड वाइड चाहिँ त्यसलाई चाहिँ बाइब्याक ग्यारेन्टी अथवा तपाईँको त्यस्तै खाले कार्यक्रमहरू ल्याएर किसानसँग डाइरेक्ट किनेर हाम्रो अलिकति तपाईँको लोकल भन्दा पनि नेसनल इन्टरनेसनल एन्टरप्रेन्योरहरूसँग चाहिँ तपाईँको समन्वय गर्न अथवा कोअर्डिनेसन गर्न सक्यौँ भने चाहिँ त्यो एउटा किसानका लागि राम्रो अभियान हुनसक्छ भन्ने हिसाबले हामी जडीबुटीमा काम गरिरहेछौँ। विशेष गरेर सल्यान टिमुरको जिल्ला हो। द मिड वेस्टर्न पार्ट और सल्यान डिस्ट्रिक्ट इज मोस्टली फेमस फर द प्रिक्लिएस अर टुथेक ट्री, जसलाई टिमुर भनेर चिनिन्छ यतातिर।
In English, that is Sichuan paper.
Sichuan paper also, yeah. It's very famous in
but Nepali
China,
paper,
Japan.
Nepali paper is very different, qualitatively much better, I hear. Oh,
yes, very different. Pungent smell of the Nepalese people are very different than the Sichuan people and even in Japanese people. So
yes.
that we are promoting this and as a domestication of this Timur cultivation in Salan and surrounding districts. So if somebody are interested on these topics or these subjects, then we can collaborate. And besides this, we have also some kinds of campaigns about poisonous mushroom here. यो मसरुम चाहिँ तपाईँको विषालु च्याउ खाएर मान्छेहरू धेरै अकालमै ज्यान फालिरहेछन्। आज मात्रै रोल्पामा 2 जना च्याउ खाएर मर्यो भन्ने खबर सुनिया छ। यसको लागि पनि हामीले पोइजनस च्याउहरू सङ्कलन गर्ने, ल्याब टेस्ट गर्ने, त्यसलाई चाहिँ क्याम्पेनको रूपमा चाहिँ लोकल पिपलहरूलाई चिनाउने र खान हुनेको चाहिँ खेती प्रविधि विकास गर्ने, त्यो पनि एउटा काम गरिरहेछौँ सँगसँगै। र सँगसँगै अब यी बाहेकका हामीले चाहिँ अलिकति रेयर इन्डेन्जर्ड त्यस्तो प्लान्टहरू, मेडिसिनल प्लान्ट्सहरू, अर्किड्सहरू, तिनीहरूलाई चाहिँ तपाईँको कन्जर्भेसनको केही कार्यक्रमहरू पनि छन् हामीसँग।
राम्रो। तपाईँहरू नेत्र सुवेदी तपाईँ सल्यानबाट राम्रो रिप्रेजेन्टेटिभ गरेर आउनु होला। डिजाइन अहिले एउटा डिजाइन कम्पिटिसन, अलिकति रिवार्डहरूको पनि हामी व्यवस्था गर्दैछौँ। सायद 30-40 जनाको लागि युवाहरूको, महिला आमा समूहहरूको, पालिकाहरूको डिजाइनलाई अलिक पुरस्कार पनि दिने व्यवस्था गर्दैछौँ। त्यो बजेट हामी खोज्दैछौँ, पाउँछौँ होला। ल, तपाईँहरू सल्यानबाट एकदम राम्रो गरी आउनुहोस्। माडीमा 25 जना जति आउनु होला सल्यानबाट, अनि सुर्खेतमा त 500 जना आउनु पर्यो अर्को वर्ष।
हुन्छ, हामी सक्दो प्रयास गर्छौँ यसको लागि। हामी नेत्र सर यहाँ हुनुहुन्छ, हामी सहकार्य गरिरहेको छौँ। हजुरहरूको साथ हामी एउटै फ्यामिलीमा भएर सहकार्य गर्नको लागि एकदमै एकदमै यो एउटा सरले मलाई एकचोटि यो अभियानको बारेमा सुनाइसकेपछि म एकदमै उत्सुक भएर उतिखेरै जोडिएको उहाँ मार्फत। एकदमै आज हजुरसँग प्रत्यक्ष भनौँ भिडियो मार्फत भए पनि प्रत्यक्ष भेट भयो, धेरै खुसी छु।
यो सबैको हो है, हामी यसो अगाडि बसेका मात्रै हौँ, यो सबैको हो। एकजनाले गरे सकिने कुरा नै होइन यो। हजुर,
साझा समस्या, साझा प्रयास, यो एकदमै मैले बुझेको छु। हजुरहरूको
Vlad, some logistic. Kavita Dahal wants to come in, but looks like could you send her a message? And also Jivan Chetri is having connection problem, but he will join us when that is. Thank you, Mitra and Netraji. Now, Mike April, Dr. Mike April, how are you? Could you share a little bit?
Sure. Yeah, thanks for inviting me. Hey, can you turn that down, please? Sorry, I have 5 kids running around me. I'm Mike April. I actually I'm in Wisconsin, which is along Lake Michigan and the Great Lakes. We have some unusual climate, unique climate issues in the Midwest here with being on the Great Lakes. In fact, I live 600 feet from the lake. So it's very different if you go in even 5 miles. I mostly teach K through 12 at a high school level. Then I also teach some college level classes. And then I am the lead for the state of Wisconsin for our climate education hub. I put a link in the chat for everyone. We're connected to Subject to Climate, which is a nonprofit in the we're actually a global organization, but we're primarily within 9 states in Wisconsin. Or sorry, 9 states in the United States, Wisconsin being one of them.
Dr. Mike April मेरो पुरानो विद्यार्थी पनि हो, अहिले एकदम साथी, र उहाँको मार्फतबाट र अरू त्यस्ता त थुप्रै साथीहरूबाट क्लाइमेट सम्बन्धी कसरी पढाउने, कसरी ज्ञान दिने, अरू युएसमा, अरू क्यानाडा क्षेत्रमा के इनिसिएटिभहरू, कुन टेक्नोलोजी प्रयोग भइरहेछ, ती सबै हामीलाई उपलब्ध छन्। ल हेर्नुहोस्, अब हामी ग्लोबल भिलेजमा छौँ, ग्लोबल क्लासरुममा छौँ, त्यसको हामीले फाइदा लिनु पर्यो। कहाँ पाउने थाहै छैन, हामी नेपालमा छौँ भनेर अब नसोच्नुहोस्, सबै कुरा तपाईँ माग्नुहोस्, हामीलाई सोध्नुहोस्, हामी तपाईँलाई उपलब्ध गराइदिन्छौँ। ग्लोबल क्लासरुम अपडेट, एकदम अप टु डेट। ल Mike, thank you so much, and your resource will be very valuable. Also put your website on the online forum. You know where it is, right? Where you click the Zoom link, right? That is the big forum. So anyway, you please go ahead and introduce yourself and put the link. Thank you so much. Mark Busse from Portland, Oregon. Yeah, we have a time now for you to share briefly what you do, who you are.
Okay, welcome everyone. Good to be with you, and I appreciate this opportunity and what's to come. I'm working in Portland, Oregon. I've mainly been working in schools, primarily one particular school called the Franciscan Montessori Earth School. We're doing all kinds of programming with students around gardening, cooking, regeneration. We've been working on the tiny forest movement a little bit, if some of you know that from Japanese origins there. I've also been interested in permaculture design, and I have created a card game called Design Your Eden that looks at randomization and metaphor as 2 major design tools. So hopefully at the conference we'll be working on that a little bit and being able to do some of our own, make some of our own cards and our own card deck that will speak to the issues and the particular design vocabulary of the locality there in Madi. I think that'll be fascinating. So just glad to be here and supporting in any way that I can, and looking forward to learning and sharing.
Mark has confirmed that he will be with us in Madi and offer what he knows and learn from our hundreds of Nepali designers.
Yeah, I can't wait, everyone. I'm looking forward, especially to meeting Madan, because I think we will have a great meeting of the minds there. I can already.
Great. So back to the original list. Has Head Sir Narayan Sigdel arrived? Maybe not. Rudragiri, Dr. Rudragiri, are you available? Sabina, Kavita? Yes, Pramod Dhakal, sir, yes. Please, have your brief contribution.
Actually, next time I will speak next time.
होइन अहिले नै आजै अब मौका मिलिहाल्यो भन्नुहोस् न।
होइन त्यस्तो
मौका यही मिल्यो, अब नेपालको टाइम नै हो। गो हेड प्लिज। तपाईँ जैमिनी नगरपालिका बागलुङमा के गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ? व्हाट आर यु डुइङ इन दैट स्लोपी विलेज?
Actually, I'll present next time. Actually, this time I was not actually prepared to say anything. Nevertheless, I am living in a rural village in Nepal for the last 5 years. I used to do some research work in scientific laboratories in Canada. And then I came back to Nepal, and then I am actually in Nepal also. I was working in Kathmandu, but then 5 years ago, I moved to the village and I am trying to develop a system of living that could give me sufficient living in 4 hours of work. That is my aim. I don't know, I haven't achieved, but I want to develop a system where I can live by working for 4 hours so that I can spare 12 working hours of my time for other initiatives or to develop myself in other fronts. That is my objective. But anyway, I will present it later on in opportune times. Thank you.
Yes, we will invite Dr. Pramod Dakal for a 15-minute special interview about the design in a Nepali landscape. Huncha, ekdam ramro. Lo, thank you so much. Nirpal, I hear you have arrived. Please share your design ideas in short for now, sample ideas that you would like us to be participating, learning from you in Madi, because you are the main host. And I gather that we will be under a bamboo grove with some tent, maybe depending upon the weather. So Nirpal, please share what your dream and design is.
Uh, so let me I'm sharing a screen. Is it can you see?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Okay, no, I just want to give you I have a very short presentation. I want to give you a brief history of what I've been doing. So if you look at this um, image, and then there's a small spot called Gaurinagar. So you see, this used to be, if you talk to the elders, like 30, 40 years ago, this used to be a small creek. You could actually jump this creek, it was like this, it was deep and narrow. There used to be a lot of trees, it used to be a very um, a dense forest. It was a very special place for the Britishers. There's a story when King George came here in the 1920s and killed 22 tigers. So it was so this place is like historically known for its tigers and its wildlife. And um, later on in the 60s, so government had this idea of to create a human shield, to create this buffer zone, what they call, and they had this whole agenda of foresting this place and creating Tennessee-like agricultural land. So we are there. So in this part, so so everything was cut down. There was, like, people say there were so many trees they couldn't cut down, so they had to actually burn the trees. So it was part of the whole agenda. And so we are in this small creek, very abundant at one point. You could literally jump. There were a lot of fish and a lot of um, wild animals. So slowly what happened is it started to change its course. So it started to become shallow and wide, so it started to change its location. So this is in 2005. You can see it's changing its location. It's dancing everywhere. And 2010, you can see there's a big flood. All the white part that you see here is sand deposits. Yeah, it's because the river changed its course and brought all the sands and dumped it in the land. It was pretty bad. A lot of people had to actually like sell their land and leave the place because it was literally became a desert. Um, so, in this point, we got the land and then started planting bamboo because, I had heard a lot about bamboo and its potential, but but I actually wanted to put that to test, the idea. And then I started planting bamboo, like I plant like few bamboos and then slowly try to regenerate the land. And I work with the community, I gave them like whatever bamboo I had. And in 2014, it's become a pretty dense forest. This is, mind you, this is in 4 years. And 2018, it's become a huge forest, like you just have to look around the river, and it's become a huge forest. There's a lot of biodiversity, a lot of birds are coming now, like now we have to think about protecting ourselves from wild animals. So, so it's and the idea is not to reforest the whole thing because food security is also a big issue, but to protect the river, to bring it back to its original narrow and deep position as opposed to shallow and wide, and which is like dancing around all the time. So this is the context, and this is where we had been like planting bamboo, and then we're using this bamboo for construction. We take this bamboo, we treat it, and then we build houses, homes, and we make furniture. Yeah, this is the picture from 10 years ago. This is how it was. And this is a few years ago. It's a big, dense forest. Uh, and then, yeah, we make a lot of things. We make bicycles. We make, I can show you, we make homes. These are the homes that we've been doing using that material, cutting it, treating it, uh, and using it for giving value to it. So this is where we are thinking of hosting the event, and so we want to do it inside the bamboo forest. It's really pretty, you can see the sounds of bamboo. It's going to be amazing, and the weather is going to be pretty nice for that. And then, like you look on towards south, which is on the bottom of the picture. There's huge rice fields, and probably you can also see the Himalayas. So it's a pretty exciting landscape. Yeah, we have some space to stay. So we're talking about 5 acres of land, and also if we include neighbors, it's a lot. It's about almost like 1 kilometer. But we are doing talking to neighbors and doing some homestays and so community stays. So this is where we will be hosting. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Nirpal. I want all of you to know Nirpal is one of my deepest inspirations in Nepal and Himal area. I am so pleased we have the opportunity to work with him and start this massive initiative the first year as the Madi Festival. And this is such a venue that I wanted to make sure that it goes to a global classroom and that it attracts people. It is a beginning of how to design differently. And now, can you imagine Nepali Himalayan landscape full of bamboo forest along with agroforestry, agro-medicinal, where things are not just the forest, more edible, income generating, art generating, building bamboo houses with other, aiding wood, soil, and rocks and all that, completely changed the idea of cement house to vernacular house with vernacular materials, and these 500,000 Nepali youth learning also how to build through using bamboo and rocks and soil and wood and local material. So anyway, this Avaris experiment will be one of the key ingredients in how we are imagining that Nepal and the Himalayan landscape. Thank you, Nepal. Again, you are appreciated. Your pioneering work is just in time. The time has come for you. Okay, so be prepared. for a larger role. Okay, I would like to now invite Purushottam Raj Singh. If you are around, please introduce yourself because we did not have a time before. Purushottamji?
Namaste. Thank you, Prajuli sir. Um I am currently. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I am currently in Canada, Winnipeg. I'm based in Winnipeg, and I have a kind of like by profession I'm an engineer. I work for various departments, water supply in the beginning, and followed by irrigation department as a irrigation engineer. And in connection with my studies, and so I went to Bangkok, and then after here in Canada for my higher education. I'm currently working in the Environment and Climate Change Department of province of Manitoba. And again, based on my experience back home in Nepal, we always, wherever we live, we think about home. Always we think about something good, and this is some good initiative that I see Dr. Pramod Prajuli sir has kind of pursued, and many members actually from different part of the world as well as from Nepal, and they are coming together, and this is something very good thing, and we have to help actually how it can be moved forward. I see a lot of big names. I know about Dr. Pramod Dhakal. We are colleague. Basically, we are graduated from the same university as well, from India. Now it is IIT Roorkee. So yeah, like the good brains are putting their hands together, and I look forward to here and see how we can work together. Although I am in Canada, I am also planning to go back home once I retire in a few years' time. And that is something actually I'll be interested as well. Maybe for now, I'll be quiet because again, I have someone like right now, actually, I have to leave for another community events maybe within half an hour. So maybe I'll leave quietly, and then I look forward actually to see how it progresses. Thank you, Pramod sir, and lots of audiences here. Actually, I see they are all looking forward. And I
Purushottam,
see that, yeah, I see the
Purushottamji,
presentation by Nepalji. I am
yeah.
very optimistic about your presentation. I want to learn because I also belong to a village, and we have kind of those bamboo used from the very beginning, like we used to have. Similarly, I appreciate Dr. Mitra Patak's sir's presentation. The reason actually I'm attached with Salyan for I worked there for a couple of years as an irrigation engineer. So when I heard about like Salyan things, actually Vanaspati, some work on plants, I was really touched, and I even put one comment about like ginger. When I was there, actually I saw like soti, I think, right? Like that is called. त्यसको चाहिँ निकै नै मतलब एक्सप्लोइट भएको देखेँ मैले. I noticed like the farmers are not getting a price. I don't know if that is also captured through your program. It will be much appreciated. Thank you very much, Pramod sir, and everybody.
Purushottamji, thank you so much. I visited you and your community in Manitoba maybe 7 years ago. It's amazing what you have done. You are the elder and thought leader of that community. We want all of you to come, bring other members from Manitoba and Canada. Just send or just put their WhatsApp on the online, please. This is for everybody. No one person, one community can do this. This has to be done by millions of people, and we will do whatever needs to bring them on the mainstream. And we are not resisting, we are not protesting, we are the mainstream of Nepal. Please believe me, because I know the leaders, they were my friends. They just don't have the skill, they don't have the vision. We have no reason to protest them, we just have to help them. and they might be replaced. That's fine. Nepal is bigger than any leader's ego. So this is a mainstream movement. This is not protesting. We are leading by example, and Nepal is everybody's. This is a party. We don't belong to any party. We don't belong to any INGO or NGO, and we do not belong to the holy wine either, please. So this is a very vernacular, Nepali initiated. We are against nobody. We are in favor of healthy soil, healthy water, healthy vegetation, healthy life. Nepali becoming a model for the world during these tumultuous, turbulent times. Okay, I would like to invite Ramesh Paudel. You are representing Jaro Kilo, something like that. In very brief, just share with us what you do there or your other team, and maybe we will also invite them very soon. Ramesh, are you there?
Yes, I'm here,
Okay.
but I cannot speak in friendly English, so
Oh,
that
you
I'm
speak in
speaking
Nepali.
in Nepali.
हजुर, हजुर.
Yes. सम्पूर्ण मित्रहरूलाई सबैलाई नमस्कार। म रमेश पौडेल। अहिलेको मिटिङ एटेन्ड गर्न पाउँदा मलाई धेरै नै खुसी लाग्यो। म केही समय चाहिँ हजुरहरूसित अलिकति टाढा नै थिएँ। काठमाडौँको बसाइ बिरामीको व्यवस्थापनले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ म अलिकति गाह्रो थियो र मैले यो हिमालयनको बारेमा प्रमोद पराजुली मेरो काका हुनुहुन्छ, उहाँबाट मैले यो जब ड्रिमको कुराहरू आएपछि मलाई पनि यो उसमा पार्टिसिपेट हुनु चाहिँ मलाई पनि एकदमै इच्छा लाग्यो। म जरो किलो महाअभियानसित जोइन छु। यो भनेको चाहिँ जरो किलो भने कस्तो भन्दाखेरि हाम्रो आफ्नो उत्पत्ति, हाम्रो आफ्नो के छ, नेपालको मौलिकता के छ, नेपालका भएका समुदायहरू, हामी फेरि आदिवासी जनजाति भन्छन्, हामी यो भन्न रुचाउँदैनौँ। किन भन्दाखेरि विभिन्न हिसाबबाट आइरहेका हुन्छन्, समुदायहरू आफूमा मिलेर बसिराखेका हुन्छन्। यो चाहिँ आदिवासी जनजाति भन्ने यसले चाहिँ समुदाय बीचको द्वन्द्व लिएर आउनको लागि चाहिँ भाष्य निर्माण गरेर यसलाई एउटा स्थापित गर्न खोजिया छ र त्यसले सामाजिक द्वन्द्व सृजना गर्न खोज्छ भन्ने बुझाइ छ। यो हरेक समुदायसित आफ्ना कग्निटिभ नलेजहरू हुन्छन्, तिनले पुर्खाहरूले दिएका नलेजहरूलाई चाहिँ एकदमै राम्रो तवरबाट प्रिजर्भ गरेर राखिरहेका छन्। त्यसलाई नै हामीले आफ्नो पुँजीको रूपमा जबसम्म लिन सक्दैनौँ हामी हराएको जस्तो हुन्छौँ जस्तो लाग्छ। अब नेपालको सवालमा अघि माडीको कुरा पनि आयो। हिमालदेखि पहाडको रेन्ज हुँदै आउँदाखेरि मैले कमल महादेवनको पनि एउटा सुनेको थिएँ, मलाई त्यति धेरै चित्त बुझेन। कमल महादेवनको कुरालाई मैले एउटा इन्टरभ्यूमा मैले पोडकास्टमा उहाँको कुरा गरेको थिएँ। तेत्तिस सागरबाट जब तेत्तिस सागरको अवस्थामा आयो भने मानव विकासको सभ्यताको उत्पत्ति सम्भवतः मलाई खोज अनुसन्धान भएको छैन एउटा ठाउँ, एउटा कुरा होला, तर सायद मलाई लाग्छ सभ्यताको सुरुवात नै यही भूमिबाट भएको हो कि भन्ने जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई। यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ यहाँ हामी जस्तै मेरो अब माडीमा पनि मकैको बिउ र मेरो काउसियोपुरमा लगाउने मकैको बिउ एउटै थियो, तर समय फरक छ। किनकि मेरो डाँडोबाट तलपट्टि झर्दाखेरि लगाउने मकैको बिउ र जुन चाहिँ टार भन्छन्, टारको एरिया र त्यो पहाडी एरियामा लगाउने मकैको बिउ त्यही नै थियो, तर समय फरक थियो। कि त्यो नलेज हाम्रो पुर्खाहरूलाई कति गजबले थाहा रहेछ। किन भन्दा अहिले जस्तो हामीहरूको बिउ नै सिद्ध्याइदिनको लागि, हाम्रा आफ्ना पुराना चिजहरू सिद्ध्याइदिनको लागि हाइब्रिडका नाममा धेरै चाहिँ उहरू आए। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ धेरै कम्पनीहरू आए। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि के भयो भन्दाखेरि हाम्रा बिउहरू सबै सकिएर जान थाले। अनि ती नलेजहरूलाई पनि हामीले कहिले पनि प्रिजर्भ गरेर राख्नुपर्छ भन्ने बुझेनौँ। विकासका नाममा सबै सिद्ध्याइदियौँ। त्यो मकैलाई पनि जुत्ती बनाएर राख्ने चलन थियो होइन काका कस्तो
Yes,
गजबको
yes.
चाहिँ
Oh,
माथि जुत्ती राखेर बनाएर राख्ने
yes.
अनि थारू कम्युनिटीमा गयौँ भने कसरी बिउलाई सुरक्षित गर्नुपर्छ धानका बिउहरू ती चिजहरूलाई ती बिउहरूलाई कसरी सुरक्षित गरेर राख्नुपर्छ भन्ने उनीहरूलाई थाहा थियो र मलाई एउटा कुरा के थाहा थियो म सानै थिएँ म केटाकेटी थिएँ मेरो गाउँमा चाहिँ माथिपट्टि यो हामी महजकोट भन्थ्यौँ त्यो विशेष गरेर त्यहाँको माटो चाहिँ अलि फुस्रो खालको थियो त्यहाँ आलु बेसरी हुने रहेछ त्यो आलु राख्नको लागि कुनै चाहिँ जिरो इनर्जीमा चाहिँ कोल्ड स्टोरको चाहिँ आवश्यकतै थिएन मजाको खाल्टो खनेर चाहिँ त्यहाँ आलु गाडेर राख्ने चलन थियो हेर्नुहोस् न
Yes.
ती चिजहरूलाई अहिलेसम्म हामीले आरएनडी पनि गरेनौँ हामीले ती नलेजहरूलाई चाहिँ त्यत्तिकै यो काम छैन भनेर चाहिँ यो कोल्ड स्टोरको रूपमा चाहिँ विकसित भएका त्यत्रा एमोनियम ग्यासहरू लगायत के ग्यासहरू प्रयोग गरेर त्यत्रो इनर्जी खर्च गरेर राख्ने ती कोल्ड स्टोरमा राखेका चिजहरू जब बाहिर निक्लिने बित्तिकै भत्ताभुङ्गो हुन्थे ती राखेका चाहिँ त्यो भाडाहरू जति सबै एउटा क्यापिटलिस्ट एउटा उसले चाहिँ सोरेर लिएर जान्थ्यो होइन अनि त्यो चाहिँ गाउँलेहरू आफैमा सर्भाइभ भइराखेको यो स्ट्रक्चरलाई ध्वस्त नपारियो यो नै हाम्रो आफ्नो प्रोपर्टी थियो यसैलाई मार्केटिङ गर्न सकेको भए हामी यसैलाई अगाडि बढ्न सकेको भए हामी धेरै माथि पुग्न सक्थ्यौँ कि अर्काको खनेको बाटोको हिँड्दै उसले जुन बाटोमा पुर्याउँछ त्यही बाटोमै लगेर थन्काइदियो हामीलाई अहिले चाहिँ हामी पनि जरो किलोले पनि यो बिउहरूदेखि लिएर आफ्ना पुराना कुराहरूको बारेमा रिसर्चहरू गर्न खोजिराखेको छ एउटा टिम पनि एउटा यसले बनाइराखेको छ मैले यो टिमलाई पनि त्यसमा जो मैले कुरा गरेको छु अलिकति व्यस्तताको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हाम्रो जरो किलो महाअभियानका जुन संस्थापक जुन हुनुहुन्छ उहाँ चाहिँ आउन चाहिँ खोज्नु भएको छ तर केही समय उहाँ चाहिँ अलिकति व्यस्त भएर उहाँले यसमा एटेन्ड गर्न सक्नु भएको छैन उहाँ धेरै खुसी हुनुहुन्छ मैले यो कुरालाई चाहिँ उहाँसित पनि सेयर गरेको थिएँ डाक्टर निर्मल मणि अधिकारीलाई
एकदम राम्रो ल अहिलेलाई बाबुको त्यहाँ कन्क्लुड गरौँ र निर्मल र तपाईँको टिम मसँग जोडाउनु होला अनि तपाईँहरू एकदम यसको अभिन्न अङ्ग हुनुहुन्छ त्यहाँ माडी यहाँ अलिकति प्रस्तुत पनि गर्नु होला 1-2 हप्ता पछाडि अनि माडीमा तपाईँहरू आउनु पर्यो पुरै भिजुअल सहित केस स्टडी सहित तपाईँहरूले गरेको प्रयासहरू र अब मलाई लाग्छ यो हामी नेपाल मेन स्ट्रिममा नै प्रभाव पार्दैछौँ बाबु हामी त्यो अपोजिसन गर्ने प्रोटेस्ट गर्ने कसै त्यस्तोमा हामी छैन म त तपाईँलाई थाहा छ यु नो मी म त मेन स्ट्रिमको मान्छे हो म नेपाललाई नै पुरै परिवर्तन गराउने विचारमा छु र सकिन्छ अब किनभने अरू कसैले सकेनन् बिगारे मात्रै अब हामी सक्षम र गर्छौँ र आजदेखि पुरा सङ्कल्प गरेर यसमा हामी सबै लाग्यौँ र तपाईँको साथीहरू जम्मै आउनुहोस् त्यहाँ 500 जना जति आउनुहोस् त जरो किलोबाट अनि बल्ल जम्छ ल राम्रो अनि प्रोफेसर वसुधा I would like you to put all your questions together and after Professor Alok Bohra will make a comment. I would like to invite you to make a comment and also share your questions. And also the South Asia while Indian Himalayas and Nepalese Himalayas. So please contribute that. You will be invited after Professor Alok's presentation. I also saw name Dilip Kumar. Who are you? Dilip Kumar भन्ने हुनुहुन्छ? हेमन्त काफले आउनुभयो? Are you there? जीवन छेत्री, रुद्र, सबिना खड्का, कविता दाहाल are you कविता भन्नुहुन्छ त्यहाँ? अरु को हुनुहुन्छ Vlad? Anyone that I have missed?
Let me read the current attendees.
Yeah.
Even if they presented, I'm just going to read down the list.
Sure.
Netra Subedi.
Yes.
Dr. Pramod Dakal, Alok Bohara. Dilip Kumar Mala. Dr. Mitra Patak.
Dilip Malla. Yes, Dilip. Hello, sir. Dilip. Namaskar. तपाईँ परिचय गर्नुहुन्छ?
Let me continue down the list. Maybe
Okay.
find
Okay.
somebody.
Yeah.
Dr. Mitra Pathak, Dr. Shanta Raj Sharma,
Yeah.
Nilpane, Dr. Mike April, Dr. Abindra Prasad Dakal, Hem Dakal, Madan Paudel, Mark Butcher Colbert, Nuripal Paola and Sandro from Switzerland, Purushottam Raj Singh, Ramesh Paudel, Sunil Vasuda, and Yadav. That's
Great. Okay, I would now like to invite Dr. Rabindra Dakal from National Academy of Science and Technology briefly introduce गर्नुहोस् र तपाईको विशेष खालको बस हामीले माडीमा बोलाउन चाहन्छौँ त्यो बारेमा पनि त्यो बसमा के छ अलिकति छोटकरीमा बताइदिनुहोस् डाक्टर रमेश ढकाल रविन्द्र ढकाल स्विजरल्यान्डबाट पनि दुईजना साथीहरू भाग लिनुभएको थियो अहिले उहाँको अर्को एउटा काममा जानु पर्यो तर उहाँहरू यसमा एकदम उत्सुक हुनुहुन्छ र हामीले आल्प्स जुन युरोपको श्रृङ्खला छ नि हिम श्रृङ्खला सँग पनि सम्बन्ध राख्न सक्ने परिस्थिति उहाँहरूबाट र अरू साथीहरूबाट हुन सक्छ पछि गएर हामी हिमाल क्षेत्र एन्डिज साउथ अमेरिकाको र एल्प्स यी तीनवटाको कम्पेरेटिभ स्टडीहरू पनि गर्न सकिन्छ किनभने एउटै खालका हिमाल क्षेत्रमा त अझै बढी आइरहेको छ त्यो प्रभावहरू र एल्प्स र एन्डिजमा पनि छ त्यहाँबाट पनि हामीले के सिक्न सकिन्छ कम्पेरेटिभली त्यो हामीसँग उपलब्ध हुन सक्छ Dr. Ravindra Dakalju, are you available?
Yes, Professor Pramod, I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ekdam ramro.
Yeah, good morning, everyone, and good evening from for those who are in Nepal. I'm Rabindra Prasad Dakal, working at Nepal Academy of Science and Technology as a secretary. By training, I'm a chemical engineer. And I'm very much excited listening Professor Pramod that what are the things to be done in our homeland, maybe after having some sort of the workforce from the diaspora as bringing all the informations and knowledge back to home.
Hope so.
Yes, I was listening you all and yeah, and listening all and realize that I think this is very good initiative that you have taken. And I'm also very much interested and still doing much more initiative as you have described here in this meeting. As I'm in the positions who have to have deliver so much responsibility of the government wanted in the field of science and technologies. So I think there is more responsibilities, but I can't make all, expectations be fulfilled in a single meeting or single events. But what I can say you is we have initiated some biochar initiative from our academy in involving directly in the research projects and initiative by myself. And another sector is promoting and establishing research centers throughout the country, and then supporting research scientists working in the different areas in the field. At the same time, we also have established one research center in the Chittagong in Rampur campus inside, where we are more focusing on the environment protections and then urban development or urban planning and other research initiative over there.
Right.
And as you are wishing to listen from me about the IT bus, which is being designed, yes, which is being designed to bring the informations to the general public who live in the countryside, and to reduce the digital gap and increase the digital literacy to the general public. So this is the very good initiative being supported by the Korean government, in which they supported us financially, and then we have the whole system of the laboratory of the ICT components, and that being packed in the bus, where the 20 trainees could get benefit in one go.
Wow.
So this is the system, and can travel throughout the country, basically mostly in the highways. But we are also thinking about, penetrating some countryside of the countries having the small width of the roads. So this is the plan. I think the bus may go to the Madi to support you to kind of the hence supporting you to as a part of the initiatives, and giving some sort of the IT related informations to the general public. Not only the IT, basically we all know that is a kind of the highway. Any sort of the informations could be delivered in our buses, where there is the 20 laptop is being interconnected or say networked with each other, and then there is a one the projector, and where we can display the content that whatever you want to deliver to the general visitors. So this is how the bus is being designed, and we have served to more than 10,000 Nepali citizens. What are the benefits, and how the ICT is important for your life, like cyber security, fintech, capacity building, and other areas also. And mostly we are focused on science teachers, where we need to teach them how to teach the science much more efficiently to the students. So this is our major objective is now focusing on. So at the same time, we have also taken many initiatives on the climate change and EBA, ecosystem-based adaptations in the urban areas, or maybe or also in the countryside also. So I think these are the some initiative which could be connected, and as I promised to Professor Pramod that that bus will get definitely get approved from our academy to contribute as a one of the component to deliver. So for now, I think I will say only these things by now. If anything clarifications or more additional informations need to be provided, I will definitely get connected with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dakal. As we already discussed with you, Head Sir Narayan Sigdel, Nirpal Adhikari, and I will come to meet you after we will make an appointment with you, and we want to see all what good work you have done, and we will do the logistical planning for your bus to come there, and what other stalls and workshops NAS your office wants to do for us. We will plan that during that meeting. That will be sometime like maybe September 19, 2021. I will let you know according to the schedule. Thank you so much. We
Okay,
have been
thank you.
going for some time. So could we take a 2-minute break, please? Go to the bathroom, just stretch, and then we will be back in 2 minutes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello. So I'm back. If you are all there, that will be great. So now, because of the time, we would hear briefly from Dr. Hem Dakal, who lives in Washington, D.C. He's also a diasporic Nepali, but loves Nepal. And then we will ask Professor Alok Bohra to give a kind of a summary comment on the discussions today. And then Professor Basudha Pandey to give us some share of solidarity and ideas from the Indian Himalayas, mostly the Uttarakhand and that part. And please share all your questions, what things we should be focusing. We are all together into this. And then I will have a very short concluding remark, and then we will close the session for today. Hemdakal, are you there?
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I was on vacation and just came back yesterday and not feeling quite well. But I just want to share some information about my background. I don't want to go in detail, but perhaps I just want to focus on my work here. I'm a founder and ED of Life Peace Tech Corporation. We work in Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. Here we primarily work with youth, and we are also trying to create a regenerative forest, you could say. I call it peace forest. We call it peace forest for healing people, planet, and local economies. And what happens, based on my experience in Nepal and in the United States, based on my experience, I could say that if we work in a silo, it doesn't work. We need to work holistically. How, for example, if we just talk about environment and climate change, biodiversity loss, always we might not be able to make significant progress. If we connect with that, let's say, youth empowerment, youth employment, and various other aspects, for example, holistic well-being, then we can make significant progress in the areas of climate change, biodiversity loss. So I'm trying to do my part, trying to connect different parts, and trying to see this part holistically and take this action instead of just big talk. I believe in action, small action. That's what I'm doing. And recently we created few forests here in DC metropolitan area. And also we provided programs for youth, as I mentioned, and I have to mention that Dr. Prazuli, the advisor of Life Peace Tech Corporation, he's here, and he has helped a lot to make the progress to help this organization grow, and we have done really good in a few years. We have made significant progress. All right, thank you for your time and getting to know each other. And I listened to your presentation and I loved it. I'm really excited to see, how it goes in the program in Chitwan. I think it's very, very important. Thank you, Dr. Prajati. Yeah.
Thank you, Hemdakal. You are one of the inspirations as well. Now, we will hopefully this will open your full participation in Nepali landscape, Nepali Himalayan landscape. So let's work on it. Okay. So today I think let's conclude with some good comment from Professor Alok Bora, then joined by Professor Basudha Pandey. Then we will conclude. But please, all of you, let everybody know that everybody will have a chance to talk, contribute, learn. Everybody is open for everybody. There is no favoritism. There is no party alliance. I belong to no party. I only belong to Nepali Himal Dream and Design. And I do not discriminate. This is an opening for everybody. Whatever you know is important. Then we will create a environment ecosystem, learning ecosystem for exponential learning, experiential learning. You might not have to go to college anymore. That through this kind of forum, we might be letting everybody come up to rise to the occasion with the appropriate knowledge, skill, and design. So that is what we are hoping to do. So now I want to invite Professor Alok Bohra to give a brief uh, comment on what you heard today. Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Parajuli. I'm in my backyard enjoying the conversation.
Nice to see you in the garden.
Yeah, here I am. Right.
Yes.
Okay. So I think I have like a 4 observation today. One is that, by the way, I'm Professor Emeritus now. I just retired a month ago. And at the University of New Mexico, have done quite a bit of work in environmental, women's empowerment, and pollutions and adaptation, stuff like that in Nepal. And so anyway, one of the things that had always intrigued me and have also dabbled into is this thing called research and practice. And what today I really got a little better understanding of the, sometimes we like to call it research practitioner, right? For example, today there's a tremendous amount of activities around invasive species. Well, that used to be a part of a little bit of mainstream research project, right? Or soil conditions. But looking at this, you have a medicinal plant, you got the invasive species, talk about the regenerative forest, right? We heard from Nirpalji. At the same time, you also have things about seeds. So these are all very wonderful elements of this Himalayan landscape. And I also found the educational component very compelling, which is what Dr. Epperly is doing in Wisconsin. So if I think of all of this, I put in like a 3 or 4 component, and then I'll conclude with that. So I think this group here, I can see that this as being what I call the self-organizing, right? Organically self-organizing sort of tents, right? Different tents. For example, I can also see people are interested just to share their practices or having a, kind of what I call inner development. Like a lot of us are concerned about the climate or the way Nepal is going through in terms of changes in its agriculture, remittance, market. I mean, you can think of lots of different modern designs and would like to sort of give inputs from the angle of sustainability and so on. So people are basically interested to be a part of that. And then I also see people are interested in coordinating projects, right? For example, Narayan Wagle is organizing this agriculture seminar and bringing different people sharing knowledge. And I didn't hear today much, but I also saw on our WhatsApp group some sort of entrepreneurial spirit that can come out of this. For example, like shareholder of farmers to create this co-op of 33,000, right? And so I think we also have to bring in this discourse a little bit of economic I'm an economist. So obviously, I also like to see what's the economic viability, how to generate a livelihood out of that. That's also an important thing I think this group has developed. And also very important is the educational one. For example, I got really intrigued by our, let me see, Salyan, where medicinal plant and the invasive species. I remember creating a small or donating a small amount of money in a small school there in Gulmi to create a room with plant species around, because the villagers, when I visited with a friend of mine, they were very much knowledgeable about the medicinal plants. So I think it also has the educational component, how we can incorporate these ideas into school system. And finally, uh, I also think there could be, when I hear someone like Dr. Pramod Dhakal, right? I can't help but imagining a living, right? Living in a nature, like that's what he's doing. His idea of 4 hours a day to have a sufficient and a fulfilling life, right? So it's like a co-living. So I can see these 5 different things. It's like being, building, living, entrepreneurship, as well as educational awareness. So I'm hoping that this Madi concept or the Madi festival will showcase these 5 different tents where people will bring their ideas and share with the community. And then, Dr. Parajuli, I have to leave. I hope this was a very interesting conversation today. I learned quite a bit. I'm also interested to see if we could do, we have this annual conference every December we do, Himalayan Policy Research, that's University of New Mexico Nepal Society does. So I'm thinking about at least showcasing 2 or 3 practical action projects as a part of that. And I can see like our Nirpal being how he transformed this sandy flooded land into such a vibrant ecosystem. So that'll be a very good uh, um, practical project that can be shared with the mainstream researcher and see how they can collaborate on something like that. So I'd like to see if we could, over time, think about 3 or 4 action projects to showcase as a panel in an academic conference. So with that, Dr. Parajuli, thank you very much for giving me this time to share my thought.
Alok, Professor Alok Bora, thank you so much. Your role as the elder, intellectual, and practitioner was perfect. And thank you for inviting us for that Himalayan Forum. Yes, we will do a panel. Most likely Pramod Dakal, Pramod Parajuli, Nirpal, and maybe one more person we will see who will be the best to fill in. And also all of you, I want you to know that Alok Bora and family have established a center, Lumbini Center for Sustainability. Lot of facilities, lot of programs, and we will find ways to collaborate with them and bring both our effort and Lumbini Center's effort into a higher gear. Okay, with that, thank you so much, Alok. Now I want to invite Professor Basudha for a brief comment from the Indian Himalayan side, and what other questions, issues you think we should be focusing. Hello, Basudha. Professor Pandey, are you there? Hello?
Pramod sir, I see
Yes.
Naran Sigdal sir has joined.
Oh, great. Okay.
I as well, yeah, like few other
Head
people.
sir, Head sir, please give a 3 to 5 minute. We were waiting for you. I'm glad you are there. Yes, go for it. Naren sir. Hello. Probably having technical difficulty.
नारायण सरले अनम्युट गरेर चाहिँ सायद जोइन गर्नुभयो
अनम्युट गर्नु त नारायण सर. Madan, can you help Narayan sir? Hello.
Hello, Vlad. Could you unmute Narayan sir?
I can try, sure. Hold on. Okay, I only have option to ask to unmute, which I am pressing, but nothing's happening.
Most likely some kind of a network problem. Let's not worry about that. अर्को मिटिङमा मैले भने जस्तै अब नेपाली टाइम र त्यहाँको टेक्नोलोजी इत्यादि इत्यादिको कारणले गर्दा हामी एकदम फ्लेक्सिबल हुनु पर्यो कि जो जुन बेलामा जो आउन सक्छ उहाँलाई नै तर अरू सबै फेरि हामीसँगै हुनुहुन्छ फेरि त्यसको मतलब कम भयो भन्ने होइन. It's not that people are not in it, it's just time, technology, एकदम super flexible हामीले सिक्नु पर्यो. त्यो हाम्रो वर्किङ प्रिन्सिपलमै राख्नु पर्यो. हजुर.
I want to know some more about this Marriage program or Surkhet programs.
Yes, त्यसको लागि तपाईँ अनलाइन फोरममा हुनुहुन्छ न त्यो के अरे उदाउँदै उदयमान अथवा नेपाल र बृहत् हो त्यसैमा सबै इन्फर्मेसन आउँछ. हामी कार्यक्रम बनाउँदैछौँ 10 दिनको कार्यक्रम हुनेछ. मेरो एस्टिमेटमा 555 हामी जस्ता मेन अर्गनाइजर थट लिडर प्र्याक्टिसनर 555 जना पुग्छौँ त्यो बेलासम्ममा. हामीले सायद 5000 नेपालीलाई डिरेक्टली 10 दिनसम्म इन्गेज गर्नेछौँ. त्यसमा पालिका गाउँपालिका र नगरपालिकाका कमसेकम 30-35 जना आउनु हुनेछ आफ्ना डेलिगेसन लिएर. उहाँहरूले आफ्नो कुरा राख्नुहुनेछ सेसनहरूमा स्टलहरूबाट अनि उहाँहरूले सिक्नुहुनेछ. मेरो अन्दाजमा सबै मान्छेले 2-3 वटा कुरा सिकाउनुहुनेछ र 20-25 वटा कुरा सिकेर जानुहुनेछ. र मेरो अन्दाजमा माडी डिक्लेरेसन हामी गर्नेछौँ अन्तिम दिनमा अथवा एक दिन अगाडि र हामीले नेपाल र हिमाली क्षेत्रलाई विश्वको लिडर गुरुको रूपमा प्रस्ताव गर्नेछौँ र त्यसको लागि एकदम मेहनतका साथ काम गर्नेछौँ. कस्तो लाग्यो हजुरलाई?
एकदम राम्रो. टेन्टेटिभ डेट केही उ भएको छैन अहिलेसम्म त्यसमा?
हो भइसक्यो. डिसेम्बर 12 देखि 22 लेखेर राख्नुहोस् र त्यहाँका सबैलाई तयार गर्नुहोस्. डिसेम्बर 12 तपाईहरु 11 को बेलुका आए हुन्छ.
हजुर
है त.
अब
एकदम अब नेपालमा यो यद्यपि तथापि होता पनि के गर्ने त नि भन्ने अब गयो. त्यसबाट हुँदैन.
we can do some kind of presentation there.
हजुर हजुर. र 10 वर्षभित्रमा हामीले केही त्यहाँ वस्तुगत परिवर्तन गरेनौं भने हाम्रो चान्स छैन. त्यही कन्क्लुजन भएको हुनाले इमर्जेन्सीको रूपमा हामी बाहिर बसेका पनि एकदम इन्टरभेन्सन गर्न आएका छौँ। हामीलाई थाहा छ किन भनेर। हामी आफूले आफ्नो नाम यस्तो उस्तो हामी यस्तो भनेर होइन, त्यहाँ स्थिति त्यहाँ खराब भएको हुनाले सहयोग गर्न आउँदैछौँ हामी।
हस् हस्, म त्यसको लागि तयारी गर्छु। केही प्रेजेन्टेसन हाम्रो तर्फबाट नि मेरो तर्फबाट।
ल
हस्
एकदम राम्रो।
हस् हस्।
त अहिले वसुधा पनि यु क्यानट जोइन। वसुधा क्यान यु जोइन और हेड सर नारायण सिग्देल? ओके, त्यसो भएदेखि अहिलेलाई अब 8:18 भन्नाले 1.5 घन्टा पनि हुन लाग्यो। ल ठिक छ, अहिलेलाई म यही 2-3वटा कुरा भनेर कन्क्लुड गर्न चाहन्छु। पहिलो कुरा, कोभिड आजभन्दा 5 वर्ष अगाडि कोभिड आएको घटना, त्यो फेरि त्यो हावापानीमा भएको गडबडबाट आएको घटना एकदम महत्त्वपूर्ण घटना हो। यो मानिसहरूको, नेपालीको मात्रै होइन, मानिसहरूको इतिहासमा, हाम्रो पृथ्वीको इतिहासमा र हाम्रो भौगोलिक कस्मिकको पनि इतिहासमा यो ठुलो घटना हो। त्यो यति ठुलो र यति गहिरो छ भनेर बुझ्ने मध्ये म पनि परेँ। अहिले करिब संसारमा 250 मान्छेहरू यो कति गहिरो हो यो कुरा भनेर बुझ्ने 250 छन्, त्यो मध्ये म पनि एउटा परेँ। एकदम यति मैले अध्ययन गर्नु पर्यो यो बारेमा, र मैले ती सबै कुरा जानेपछि अब मलाई त प्रश्न आयो नि त, अब मैले मात्रै जानेर के गर्ने, मैले त विद्यार्थीलाई त पढाइरहेको छु, संसारका मान्छेहरूलाई पनि अलिअलि सुनाइरहेको छु। तर मेरो देशमा, आफू जन्मेको गाउँमा, आफू ठाउँमा, हिमाल क्षेत्रमा केही त मैले गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने मलाई आफै ऊ भयो, इन्सपायर्ड भयो। र अहिले अचम्मको एउटा समूह तयार भयो र मलाई लाग्छ हामी 3 वर्षभित्रमा पुरा नेपालको मेन स्ट्रिममै हामी परिवर्तन गर्छौँ। किनभने यहाँ पालिकाको मान्छेहरू हुनुहुन्छ, सिडिओहरू हुनुहुन्छ, नास्ट छ, नेसनल एकाडेमी अफ साइन्स एन्ड टेक्नोलोजी छ, स्कुलहरू हुनेछन्। अब यसमा हामी पार्टीमा त चल्दैनौँ, गभर्मेन्टबाट पनि मात्रै पनि चल्दैनौँ, यसलाई हामी मास मुभमेन्टको रूपमा लैजानु पर्यो। र 10 वर्षमा हामीले 5 मिलियन 5 लाख 500,000 नेपाली युवालाई यी सबै कुरा सिकाउनु पर्यो। र यसरी माटो बनाउनु पर्यो, यसरी पानी बनाउनु पर्यो, यसरी नदी नाला खोलाहरूको व्यवस्था गर्नु पर्यो, जुन कि हामी विभिन्न ठाउँहरूमा उदाहरणहरू सल्यानमा मलाई लाग्छ तपाईँहरू एकदम तयार हुनुहुन्छ। त्यस्तै सुर्खेतमा, त्यस्तै बाजुरामा, त्यस्तै तनहुमा, त्यस्तै नवलपरासीमा, चितवन, अरू अब सायद हामी कोशीका साथीहरू पनि यसमा यो कुरा सुनेर हामी र कालीगण्डकीभरि र कालीगण्डकी सभ्यता नै बनाउने लक्ष्य छ हाम्रो। त्यस्तै कर्णाली सभ्यता बनाउने र कोशी एरियाका साथीहरू पनि अब यो कुरा सुनेर ल हामी पनि लाग्छौँ। जस्तै कि रुद्रगिरीहरू त्यहाँ हुनुहुन्छ, त्यहाँ एउटा एकदम इलामको रङ भन्ने पालिका यस्तो राम्रो काम गरिसकेको छ, नमुना काम गरेको छ, उहाँहरू पनि आउनुहुन्छ। हामी कोशी, कालीगण्डकी र कर्णाली सभ्यता बनाउनुमा हामी सायद उपयुक्त रूपले, तरिकाले, जानेर, यसमा तपाईँले एउटा अङ्ग्रेजीमा भाषा सिक्नुहोस्, मेथड इन म्याडनेस हुनु पर्यो। यो हेर्दाखेरि त म्याडनेस जस्तो छ, तर यसमा मेथड छ है, डोन्ट वरी। त्यो म जस्तो मान्छेले स्ट्यानफोर्ड पढेको, 40 वर्ष अमेरिकामा पढाएको, त्यो पनि पिएचडी र मास्टर्स लेभलमा, मेरा केही विद्यार्थीहरू यहाँ आइसके। यो चाँडै कुरा होइन, यो तथापि यद्यपि होता पनि चिज होइन, यो हुने कुरा हो यो। र अचम्मको कुरा यो छ, सिद्ध बाबा पनि हाम्रो पछाडि हामीलाई सहयोग गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ, त्यो अदृश्य शक्ति भन्छौँ नि हामीले। ल त्यस कारणले अरू सबै साथीहरूलाई मौका मिल्नेछ आफ्नो कुरा प्रस्तुत गर्न र माडीमा ल्याउन। माडी पछि अर्को हाम्रो काम कति ठुलो छ र नयाँ किसिमको नेपाल बन्छ। हामी नै हो बनाउने, अरूलाई पर्खने होइन, अरूलाई यसमा सम्मिलित ल्याउने हो, मूलधार हो, यो मेन स्ट्रिम हो। कसैको विरोधमा हामी छैनौँ। नेपाली माटोको पक्षमा छौँ, नेपाली पानीको पक्षमा छौँ, नेपाली सभ्यताको पक्षमा छौँ, काली गण्डकी पक्षमा छौँ, कर्णाली सभ्यता पक्षमा छौँ। बागमती सभ्यता पनि धेरैले त्यहाँ प्रयास गरिराख्नु भएको छ, तर सिमेन्टले बर्बाद गरेको छ त्यहाँ काठमाडौँ भ्यालीलाई। त्यो सिमेन्ट निकालेर चौर बनाएर पानी तल हाल्यो भने त्यो समस्या समाधान हुन्छ, नभए जस्तोको तस्तै हो। त्यसरी अब बागमती जस्तो हुनु भएन, हामीले नयाँ बाटो लिनु पर्यो। त्यसमा कर्णालीले नेतृत्व लिनु पर्यो। ल हेर्नुहोस् कस्तो मौका आयो। अब हेर्नुहोस् कुरा कालीगण्डकी कर्णालीले बागमतीलाई देखाउनु पर्यो, चाइनालाई देखाउनु पर्यो, इन्डियालाई देखाउनु पर्यो। र इन्डिया चाइनाको बारेमा पनि हामीले यस्तो उस्तो भन्ने हो, गाली गर्ने होइन, त्यो थुत्रुनु बिगार्ने होइन। उहाँहरूलाई हामीले धन्यवाद दिने। उहाँहरूले असाध्य माया गर्नुभएको छ, कति स्कलरसिप दिनुभएको छ, कति बाटो बनाउनु भएको छ। अब हामीले उहाँलाई धन्यवाद दिएर ग्रेटफुल भएर हामी अब देखाउँछौँ है तपाईँहरूलाई भन्नु पर्यो। उहाँहरूले हामीलाई सम्मान गर्ने हुनु पर्यो। कति मागिरहेछ यो छुच्चो भन्नेबाट कस्तो राम्रो काम गर्न थाले यिनीहरूले, त हामीलाई पनि काम लाग्ने उदाहरण ल्यायो भन्ने हुनु पर्यो नेपाली। ल नेपाल अब गोरु सोचाइबाट जागिर खान्छु, त्यहाँ पाले हुन्छु, भान्से हुन्छु इन्डियामा गएर भनेर नसोचेर नेपाललाई इन्डिया चाइनाको लागि र संसारभरको लागि गुरु देश बनाउने। ल आज म त्यति नै भनेर यो सभा कन्क्लुड गर्न चाहन्छु। हामी अब अर्को हप्ता पनि अरू साथीहरू आज जो आउन सक्नु भएन उहाँहरू र अरू सबैलाई सबैको कुरा हामी सुन्छौँ, माडीमा उहाँहरूलाई प्रस्तुत गर्छौँ, त्यसपछि हामी सुर्खेतमा झन् ठुलो गर्छौँ। ल तपाईँहरू सबैलाई धेरै धन्यवाद छ र आह्वान छ। र कसैले पनि यो के यो चाहिँ नि प्रोटेस्ट हो, यो हामी त्यस्तो होइन। हामी मेन स्ट्रिम नै हामी नै हो, नेपालको भविष्य नै हामी नै हो। मैले यो कुरा थाहा पाइसकेँ। ल तपाईँहरू सबैलाई धन्यवाद। अहिलेलाई म बन्द गर्दछु है त। ल
धन्यवाद।